Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
The BMW i4 is basically the 100% electric version of the BMW 4 Series Grand Coupe. Available with 3 power levels and 2 batteries, the i4 offers a sensational level of performance and a range of between 483 and 589 kilometers. The i4 stands out from its rivals for its quality of construction and materials and for the high ride comfort it offers passengers. With a very well-insulated cabin and smooth and progressive reactions. The Polestar 2 features, like the BMW i4, a 5-door body and a 100% electric propulsion system. Introduced in 2020, it has recently received a thorough update that has substantially modified its range. Available with 4 power levels and 2 batteries, the Polestar 2 offers superb performance and a range of between 518 and 635 kilometers. Although Polestar is now an independent brand, its exterior and interior design features are reminiscent of Volvo models. In fact, it is built on the CMA modular platform, the same one used by the Volvo XC40. In this electric car comparison, we will analyze the differences between the BMW i4 versus Polestar 2. Exterior dimensions, trunk capacity, fuel consumption, price, and other variables will help us answer the following question: BMW i4 or Polestar 2, which one to buy? Exterior dimensions. The BMW i4 is 4.78 m long, 1.85 m wide and 1.45 m high. Its wheelbase is 2.86 meters. The Polestar 2 measures 4.61 m in length, 1.86 m in width and 1.48 m in height. It has a wheelbase of 2.74 meters. The BMW i4 is, with almost 18 centimeters difference, significantly longer than the Polestar 2, being also 3 centimeters lower. In terms of width, there is no notable difference. The greater length of the BMW i4 also translates into 12.1 centimeters more wheelbase, a figure that could mean more space in the rear. Seats of the German model, we will see later. In terms of weight, the Polestar 2 is a lighter model in any of its versions, the difference in some cases reaching almost 200 kilograms, which is a lot. In terms of maneuverability, the BMW i4 needs 12.5 meters to complete a turn between walls for the 11.5 m of the Polestar 2. Measurements: i4 Polestar 2 length 4.78 meters, 4.61 meters, width 1.85 meters, 1.86 meters, height 1.45 meters, 1 and DOT. Angt, 48 meters, distance between axles 2.86 meters, 2.74 meters, weight 2065 to 2290 kilograms, 1938 to 2113 kilograms, minimum trunk 470 liters, 446 liters, maximum trunk 1290 liters, 1095 liters, interior dimensions and habitability. With differences of just 2 or 3 centimeters, the front seats of the BMW i4 and Polestar 2 are virtually identical. The driving position in both models is very good from an ergonomic point of view, characterizing the i4 by offering a sportier posture, with the seat located very close to the ground and legs stretched. In the rear seats, the BMW i4 does not take advantage of its longer wheelbase. The Polestar 2 offers more legroom and headroom, yielding to the BMW only in width. In any case, neither car is comfortable for 3 adults to travel due to lack of width and the discomfort of the bulky center tunnel. Trunk. The trunk of the BMW i4 covers 470 liters, expandable to 1,290 liters if we fold the rear seats. The trunk of the Polestar 2 is smaller, covering 405 liters, expandable to 1,095 liters. However, the Polestar 2 has a second trunk under the front hood that offers, depending on the version, between 35 and 41 liters and is very convenient to leave the cargo cables. Both models have an electric tailgate opening and a huge load opening that gives access to an open and very usable space in which it is easy to insert and place the luggage. Engine and performance. The BMW i4 is available in 3 versions, eDrive 35, eDrive 40, and M50. The entry-level version develops 286 horsepower and has a battery capacity of 70.2 kilowatt-hours that allows it to homologate 483 kilometers of range. It accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6 seconds. The intermediate version, the i4 eDrive 40, offers 340 horsepower and has an 83.9 kilowatt-hour battery that allows it to increase its range to 589 kilometers. It completes 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.7 seconds. The top-of-the-range version, the i4 M50, develops 544 horsepower and, combined with the 83.9 kilowatt-hour battery, has a range of 519 kilometers. It accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.9 seconds. The M50 has 2 electric motors, one for each axle, so it has 4-wheel drive. The Polestar 2 is available in 4 versions. The Access version offers 272 horsepower and mounts a 69 kilowatt-hour battery capacity that allows it to homologate 518 kilometers of range. It accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.4 seconds. The next 3 versions have an 82 kilowatt-hour battery and offer 299, 421 and 476 horsepower. The 421 and 476 HP variants mount 2 electric motors and feature all-wheel drive. The top-of-the-line version of the Polestar 2, which is distinguished by the performance surname and features specific chassis settings, accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 4.2 seconds, slightly faster than the BMW i4 M50. Polestar 2 engine range: standard range 272 horsepower single engine, zero label long range single engine 299 horsepower, zero label long range dual engine 421 horsepower, zero label long range dual engine performance pack 476 horsepower, zero label consumption. The BMW i4 has an average combined fuel consumption of 15.8 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, eDrive 35, 16.1 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, eDrive 40, and 18.1 kilowatt-hours, M50. These are good figures, although they fall somewhat short of those recorded by the Model 3, the most efficient model in the category. The BMW i4 with 70.2 kilowatt-hour battery supports a maximum charging power of 11 kilowatts in alternating current and 180 kilowatts in direct current. With the 83.9 kilowatt-hour battery, the maximum DC charging power rises to 210 kilowatts. The Polestar 2 with the smallest battery, the 69 kilowatt-hour battery, supports a maximum charging power of 11 kilowatts in alternating current and 135 kilowatts in direct current. In the 82 kilowatt-hour battery variants, the DC charging power rises to 205 kilowatts. Equipment. The BMW i4 and the Polestar 2 are 2 premium models with a rather high starting price, so the standard equipment list lacks none of the essentials. Comparing the entry-level versions, the Polestar 2 comes better equipped, including items such as parking system with 360-degree cameras, blind spot monitoring, keyless entry, heated seats, and wireless cell phone charger. All this is part of the list of options on the BMW i4. BMW i4 interior, Polestar 2 interior. Both models have full LED headlights as standard and lack adaptive cruise control, which is part of the optional list or as part of various equipment packages. In terms of digitalization, the BMW has 2 screens, a 12.3-inch screen for the instrument cluster and a 14.9 screen for the multimedia system, which includes navigation and is compatible with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The Polestar 2 also has dual screens, 12.3 for the instrumentation and 11-inch for the infotainment system, which uses the Android Automotive operating system, includes navigation and is compatible with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Conclusion. It is not easy to choose between the BMW i4 and the Polestar 2. Both models have excellent performance and good autonomy, have a neat interior, offer high ride comfort and the space available in the trunk and rear seats is similar. At this point, it seems that design and price will be the decisive factors when choosing one or the other model. Leaving aside the design, which is a subjective matter, the price tips the balance on the side of the Polestar 2, since, in the equivalent versions in power, it is cheaper and has a longer list of standard equipment. To finish shoring up the decision, we could say that the rear seats are narrowly more spacious and that the second trunk offered by the Polestar 2 under the hood is very practical. In addition, it has integrated Google services, which may be to the liking of many. In conclusion, both the BMW i4 and the Polestar 2 offer compelling options in the electric vehicle market, each with its unique strengths. The BMW i4 impresses with its performance and luxurious features, appealing to those who prioritize driving dynamics and brand heritage. On the other hand, the Polestar 2 stands out with its minimalist design, advanced technology, and sustainability focus, making it a strong contender for environmentally conscious consumers. Ultimately, the choice between these two vehicles will depend on individual preferences and priorities. Whichever you choose, both represent exciting advancements in the world of electric mobility. Thank you for watching, and we hope this comparison has helped you in your decision-making process.